Today's polyrhythms are not polyrhythms. A common result of hearing a polyrhythm can be easily translated to a sense of confusion. But there are many other non-polyrhythmic ways music can confuse you, and today I'll look at a few songs that demonstrate one of those ways. I've gotten a few requests in the comments regarding these two specific Opeth songs, so I'm going to start with them. First things first. Definitions. A polyrhythm is the simultaneous use of two or more consistent rhythms that are not perceived as deriving from one another or as simple manifestations of the same meter. So to make sure we're all on the same page, today's riffs are not polyrhythms. The reason for why these riffs are confusing is the fact that they are A. very long, so it takes each riff 4 bars to repeat itself, which makes it harder to spot a repeating pattern quickly. B. There's a lot of syncopation going on. This means that the main beats are blurred and almost hidden from the listener. C. And most importantly, the way the accents are used. When dividing a quarter note into different subdivisions, there's a hierarchy that's created within those subdivisions. Different beats have different weights. Imagine standing in a room. The floor would be the first 16 note, then the second one, third one, and fourth one. This is you. You look terrible. Accenting the first 16 note is like standing on the floor. Everything looks normal, balanced, and in place. Accenting the third one is like standing on the ceiling. Everything is exactly the opposite. So down is up, left is right. This is confusing, but not too much. But then, if you accent the second or fourth beat, now you're standing on the walls. You get super disoriented. Right and left are up and down, and nothing makes sense anymore. In this song, many of the accents fall on those weak 16 notes, the second one and the fourth one. So the balance is compromised. See if you can catch them. This is Deliverance. In the next song, Harlequin Forest, we have basically the same idea. So, a 4-bar long phrase that accents the second and fourth 16 notes within the quarter note. But in this one, there's another element added. Beat 1, which is the strongest beat in the bar in this genre, is never played in any of those 4 bars. This adds to the sense of imbalance that this riff has. By the way, the song Arithmophobia by Animals as Leaders does the same trick, basically dividing a 4/4 into smaller patterns that kind of throw the rhythmic orientation of the listener off. Listen to that song. See if you can find the 4/4. The sitar sound can help you. The last song for today also uses a similar method. Again, a 4-bar phrase in 4/4 in 16 notes, and this riff plays with your perception of where the beat is. This is Bonnie the Cat by Porcupine Tree. This song emphasizes beat 3 of the subdivision, which means the 8th note upbeat. And it does it so well, especially through the drums, that we feel this groove as a total opposite from what it is. The snare and the hi-hat are both shifted to that third 16 note, which makes this groove both weird and actually pretty cool. You might ask, so if everything is shifted, why did I decide to place the quarter note where I did? And that's a great question. But listen to the song carefully. Listen to every new riff that comes in, and every new element that comes in. Everything comes in on beat 1, on where I said beat 1 is. That's why I call it beat 1. So we switch riffs on beat 1, and all fills and sections end on beat 1. That's a pretty good indication right there. This tool is great to use if you're trying to create an uneven or unbalanced landscape without using a polyrhythm. That's it for today. Next week, I'll analyze Pyramid Song by Radiohead. This is a tricky song. Give it a try and compare it to my analysis next week. Thank you very much for watching.